Now that you guys have learned the law of demand, let's talk about the law of supply and let's learn that too. So, what exactly is the law of supply? The law of supply tells us, with all else held equal, so ceteris paribus, meaning nothing else changes, as our price increases, so will our quantity supplied. And on the contrary, as our price decreases, so will our quantity supplied here. Now, this may seem like a relatively simple topic, and let's move on to the fun part here, and let's graph this and prove that you can do it too that fast. So this right here is going to be our supply schedule. And what this simply tells us here, with all else being held equal, that with a price of 2, we're going to have a quantity supplied of 2. And as our price increases right here, we can see at $6 here, we're going to quantity supplied of 6. So that tells us as it's going higher, we're going to produce more and more. And as we get on down here to a price of $10, we're going to show that, hey, let's make even more as that price goes up, and our quantity supplied will move on up to 10. So what does this look like graphically here? Let's go ahead and let's take a look at what that is right here. So what we see here is that we have graphed out our supply schedule from up top, up here on our screen here. And we can see that X equals Y is exactly what our supply curve will be right here. And if you guess that because the price is on the Y axis and our quantity supplied is on the X axis, as both of these numbers are increasing right here from 2 to 4 to 6 and on up towards 10, our supply curves are upwardly sloping here. Remember, on our demand curves, it was negatively sloping, but as we will see on this supply curve here, we are going to move in a upwards direction here. And what that helps us to understand is that as producers here, let's pretend that you and I are professional hamburger producers, right? As more consumers purchase these, and we go from quantity supply to 2 to 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 on our x-axis here, it shows us that as the price goes up, we are going to produce more and more hamburgers here, which is why we have an upward sloping supply curve here. So what that helps us understand, as all else is held equal, we are going to produce more and more and more. And that's exactly why I put these points here for you on our graph to see that at a price of 2, our quantity supplied is 2. At a price of 6, our quantity supply goes to 6. At a price of 10, our quantity supply goes to 10. So just like that, boom, you know the law of supply and how to graph it. Good job. Keep it up.